I would love to invite 5 amazing leaders to share their stories today. Please give your warm welcome to Tasca Reno, Jang Ho-jun, Tracy, so glad to have you. I've heard all your stories. So let me start with Nick. Sorry, I like to play this. Okay, let's start with Nick. So Nick, just tell us who you are, your story, and I have some question for you.
Okay, great.
Okay?
So my name is Nick Jackson. Grew up here in Provo, Utah. So I've been with Nu Skin almost 7 years now. So my background is in sales, working for large Fortune 50, Fortune 500 companies, corporate America. And just over time working in that environment, I realized, because I signed up in college, but I still didn't really dive in all the way, right? And there was lots of ups and downs through that process. But I just realized that if I didn't find a way to build something for myself, then I was going to spend the rest of my life working for someone else, never have control over my time, my income, how many vacation days I get, how much I have to travel. What I found with Nu Skin was a way for me to start on a part-time basis to build something for myself. And I understood that if I helped enough other people, then I could achieve all of my goals and be able to have really that time and financial freedom. I think for me, what Nu Skin's all about, it's about getting the money situation out of the way so you can have the freedom of your time to wake up every day and choose what you're going to do with your life and really be able to pursue your purpose in life and be 100% present with the people that you love.
Great, thank you. So my question for you is, have you always been so successful at Nu Skin, this business, or have you faced some challenges before?
Zero. This is easy, right? It's easy, guys, right? Just sign up, Blue Diamond, right? No, so me for my first 5 years, lots of ups and downs, right? I went back and forth between distributor to Lapis multiple times. I don't know how many, I would have to look up in the system how many times I requalified.
6 times. I look it up for you.
Right, hey, give me a break, all right? Like 2, 3, 4. So really for me, maybe, thank you. So a lot of you guys have maybe been there, right? Where you see the vision, you want the success, you see other people succeeding, but you wonder, can I really do it? Is it really possible for me? And so first of all, congratulations on being here today, because that's the first step. So should I? So the answer is no, it hasn't always been easy, but so really for me, I'll just share kind of what changed things for me, and hopefully this can help someone else here. So it was about 2 years ago, April 10th, 2017, where I started to see people having success on social media, right? The toothpaste started, social selling. I saw people, the UK, it seemed like it had been, not really growing for a long time, and people really started to have success. And actually came to this event by myself, no upline, no downline. It was just me. I flew in from Seattle. I was living there at the time, and, still had that dream deep down inside. And I just decided, it was April 10th, 2017, where I decided, I don't care how long it takes me, how ugly it is, how bad I am at doing this, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to make that decision to be all in 100% every day and give it everything I've got every single day. Put my head down, not stop until I reach my goal, right? My goal at the time was that success trip to South Africa. And so the second thing that changed things for me was to suspend disbelief, right? We all have self-doubt, limiting beliefs. We all have those things that hold us back. Am I really good enough? Am I worthy? Am I deserving of having the success that I want to have? And so, you are. And things won't really change until you actually believe that for yourself, right? That's where the personal development comes in. But, I just made that decision to lock out any ounce of doubt or disbelief and just think to yourself, what kind of action would you take if you knew you would succeed, if you could not fail? Okay, and just limit, lock out any ounce of doubt or disbelief. And the third thing was taking massive action. So it's, I worked harder, at that time over, so I guess long story short is became executive in April. In May hit gold, in June hit ruby, qualified for South Africa. In July, hit Emerald. August hit Diamond. Then the following January, we had reached Blue Diamond status in the company after 9 months. And so think about 5 years of failure, not having success, but the only way to fail in this business is to quit, right? If you keep showing up and keep working, then there's nothing that can hold you back. So that's, that last thing was massive action and consistency. I believe most people don't have the success they want to have because they're not consistent enough for long enough to actually start seeing the results and see your business take on a life of its own and grow outside of yourself.
Thank you. So take massive action and then never quit, right? And I think at one point you mentioned is like get rid of all those negative feeling and doubting yourself. So thank you. That's a great message. I have Tasca here. So Tasca Reno, if you don't know her, she's very famous. She's a New York Times best-selling author, sold over 1 million copy of her 3 million. Ooh, 3 million now for her book and TV show. Yeah. So she's very successful businesswoman, focused on health and wellness. So why Nu Skin? Why is Nu Skin fit for your portfolio, and why do you want to pick Nu Skin to part of your career?
Thank you, Che. Thank you, everyone, today. And thanks, Nick, for your answers. I heard you speak in 2017, so you're a part of my story. My business was founded kind of accidentally because, Sandy, I might have been one of the people that was trying to lose weight many, many times over. At the age of 40, I weighed 204 pounds and didn't have access to the Nu Skin products or wisdom at the time, but did find a way to lose weight and became a CoverGirl fitness competitor, bodybuilder at the age of 42, which is kind of unheard of at the time. Thank you. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I brought a team with me today. Come on. So I'm stoked about that. And so the business was fantastic, and I built a solid foundation based on principles called eating clean, which I was having a little chat with Tyler about last night. And so eating clean is a way of eating that has redefined how we talk about food and what we put into our bodies and how we honor ourselves. And I began to see the alignment with Nu Skin products when I learned all of the good, none of the bad. And then I had a one-on-one chat with Joe Chang. I sat in his office. I thought, this is pretty brills. I can talk to this big shot and ask all my questions. So I brought a ton of skepticism, because when you eat clean, you're not eating sugar, you're not eating garbage, you're not filling your body with processed foods. You're trying to build your temple from love. And so the word love resonated with me, purity, honesty. And I had to be very careful, because when I get approached by a lot of people to talk about their products. And sometimes you get thrown under the bus whether you want to or not. So what I found was amazing was how accepting this beautiful company is. All the people, I don't even know some of you people, but you're all nice and warm and friendly. And now I'm a repeat attender, and I'm enjoying building those relationships. But I needed to know that I could do that for my audience who trusts me. So Joe Chang was great because I couldn't find any reason to say no. So I kind of went kicking and screaming. Gary DeRitter is sitting in the back. I have to give him a massive applause. Paige Riffle. It's been about 4 or 5 years. I've only been with the business a year. And when I first, or maybe strongly, let's say, for a year, and when I heard you speak, Nick, I was kind of like, I don't know about this. But I have found a newfound energy and light, fire, love, if you will. And I went to San Diego, and San Diego was the touchstone for me. It was the gateway. I attended San Diego with an open heart. It's not always been easy in my business. What a lot of people don't know is I have lost a son in 2011. My son passed. And a year later, my second husband, who helped me build my publishing career, also passed from cancer very suddenly. And then a year after that, I was forced to bankrupt the publishing business, unbeknownst to me. He'd been insolvent for 5 years. And any of those 3 million copies of book sales that I'd sold were gone, unbeknownst to me. So I came to San Diego with the idea of vengeance, starting anew, opening myself up to something totally different than bodybuilding or fitness, where you're judged on your physique, your six-pack or your butt. It's okay to say that, right? Because it's true. And to really listen to the love and the messages that I could share with the people who are so hungry to heal. And this is what I think is so prevalent in North America, sadly, and probably globally, is the need to heal and how we have a solution. I have a solution. And the big thing that got me so excited with Joe Chang was when he talked about epigenetics, because I was born from Dutch parents who actually went through the first epigenetic experiment called the Hongerwinter, which, when translated, means the winter of starvation. And tens of thousands of Dutch starved in 1945-46 because they didn't have access to nutrition. So their genes changed. And I was very hooked. Like, when you talk about epigenetics, to me, that's sexy. Because I know that with Nu Skin products, particularly Age Lock Youth, and I love AIE10 as well, and so many others, I can actually change the expression of my genes. So who I am is not a fait accompli, and I can override those problems that so many of the offspring of the Hongerwinter have, which is diabetes, blood sugar dysregulation, heart disease, cancer, and so many more things. So now I have power, and I couldn't help others. I could help them with my books, but I can't touch 3 million people in any other way than in this business, where I can invite them in so they can change their lives. So I'm taking my life back. I'm starting anew. I'm using Nu Skin as one of my tools, and I feel proud and strong to be among so many.
Thank you. Isn't she proud of the product? She's amazing, amazing. Thank you. So can I ask Vin? So Vin, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina, but originated from Vietnam. And I was lucky to be here in the U.S. back in the 1989. So just like anybody else, my dad told me that in order for us to change life, because we came here to the U.S. with nothing, without speaking English. So in order for us to change life, we have to go to school. So I was able to get out of, I don't know how I did it, but I got out of college with a degree. So I went with a corporate from 97 until 2005. But during that time, I really hated corporate. There's a lot of, things going on in corporate that I don't like. So then I said, in order for me to change some of my life, then I have to start my own business. But engineering, you don't have money to start a business. So I had to borrow equity line from my dad's house, my sister's, and then mine to start up my own liquor store. So during the day, I work as an IT from 7:30 in the morning until 5. And then from 5, I go to my liquor store. 4 years, I opened up 3 liquor stores and working full time. During that time, I have my second kid is my daughter. The worst thing is when I have half a day off on Sunday, I hold her, she cries. But at that time, I only thought that as a man in the house, the head of the household, I have to provide and have to make more money. Money was everything at that to me. So luckily, my wife told me that I need to come here because I didn't believe in any network marketing. Because I believe that I have to work hard to get what I want. So my upline, who is 20-some years old, come to our house trying to tell me a business opportunity. When I owned a business at that time, I have 60 employees. A young graduate tell me about Nu Skin opportunity. So I didn't buy it. And then she wanted my wife to buy products and stuff like that. I said, buy products, just buy products. You don't have to put in Social Security. But somehow she talked to my wife, and my wife asked me to come to one of these events 7 years ago. The first thing I got out of it is there's more to life than money. There's a quality of life and the lifestyle that I see all the team elite that they was able to achieve and pass it on to their children. So I called my wife at that 7 years ago, right here in Provo. I told my wife, and she's the one who made me to come to this event. I said, there's 2 things going to happen. One, we're going to spend a lot of money on product of this company. Because I hear the product is great and I believe in it. 2 is we can make a lot of money from this company. What do you want to do? So she said, whatever you want to do, I'll support you. So I went home and think for 6 months. I went home and sold all my business and dive in with new skin does not know how to do network marketing. Because I decided to change my life, because at that time I said I want to take a pause and my family come first and the quality of time I wanted. So I want to change my life. So I dive in and went to learn from all these, and I was wrong. This business is harder than any other business I've been involved in. I am dead serious, because the other one I can work hard and I can build a business. And this business is not about me. It's about uplifting all the people. I said, are you serious? I went in a year and a half, and when I say I don't work full time, I work all the time. I sold my business, I got that money, I traveled the United States. I traveled 40-some states, hundreds of cities trying to build a business. I thought I can do it, but I was dead wrong. I worked very hard for a year and a half. My first success trip was Bermuda. Back a long time ago, but honestly, when I arrived to Bermuda, I already know that I lost 2 legs and I was just not even a ruby. But after that night, with all the lantern that we lift up, with all the dreams that we did, I was strong enough to call my uncle. He decided to quit before I even arrived to Bermuda. Because Vietnam Open, they would have a lot of hopes. But they was wrong just like I was at the beginning with New Skin. But that belief come back to me, and I called back and said, you know what? You got to come back to New Skin. I believe in it, and you got to trust me one more time. And from that call, from that line, and Alan been telling me, you can retire with 1 power leg. And that create a team elite and blue diamond in mine. But then I realized the most important thing about New Skin business is exactly the mission that they actually tell you. You can actually have the power to uplift, to change one life at a time. And that was mine. And then you put people first, and the success just comes. That's one thing. And the other one, if they promise you, if New Skin promise you something, they will deliver it. I went in here, I have no idea that how we, just like Sandy, I don't think she know clearly in 1984 how is she going to be an international company. But she believed it, and it happened. I went in here, New Skin, I have no idea how it's going to be an international business for me. I have no experience in network marketing. But today, with the platform that the company built, our business grow all over the world. It happened. And when they say they truly want to make a platform so the distributor makes more money, it did happen too when Velocity came out. So whatever that Sandy or anybody in the company that promised, it happened. And we believe it, and we make the difference in every single body's life. And after a while, we align our mission, our old group, Give. That's our group. Give basically, we take that mission from the company as we got to give other people an opportunity to change life. Everybody deserves to have a quality of life for their families and pass it on. So that's what we truly believe. And we don't go out and build a business, but we go out and build a families. And that's what we've been doing for the past 7 years.
Thank you. That's great, Vin. I love your message that we're improving life one at a time, right? But we're improving lives. This business, we're changing life. So, John Ho-Jun. So, tell us your story, where you start from New Skin. And I know you went to Malawi last year to represent our sales leaders. Can you talk about your experience that time?
Okay, may I stand up? Do you mind?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, I want to touch the ground. Okay, my name is Ho-Jun Chang. I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm originally from South Korea. I've been with Nu Skin for 18 years. And then in the beginning, I started the business as a part-time. Especially the, not part-time, the spare time, and then part-time business. And then I met my sponsor in Los Angeles airport, LAX. I used to be a taxi driver, and then my sponsor, my passenger, taxi passenger. Yeah, and then yeah, I walk along the long journey, and then long story for 18 years. Make short, and then I have a lot of the obstacles, and then I think I was expert at failure. Fail well, and then fail excellently. I'm willing to embrace my fail, sometimes fall down, and then I stand up, keep going my way. Yeah, 2002, I become a Lapis executive, and then after several months, and then dropped to gold, and then dropped to executive. I cannot maintain 2,000 volume. I don't have no energy. I cannot keep going to the blue diamond. I quit. I make a phone call to my sponsor in Korea. He is a Korean distributor, live in Korea, KR account. I'm a US account. I build my business just by myself here. And then he told me, I said to him, thank you for supporting me. Now I need to quit Nu Skin. He answered me, okay, if you insist. Wow. Bad sponsor. Bad sponsor. And then 2 days later, he called back to me. And why don't you go to the convention? Global convention, September 2002. I need a taxi. He told me, I need a taxi. 2 minivan. I think I quit Nu Skin, and then why not? 4 days, $1,000. Not bad. Okay, I will go. And then I attend the convention, global convention. Top seat, top over there, you know the Delta Center, now Arena, and then there is a recognition. There is 100 of the new blue diamond. They are happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Why not me? Why not me? You laugh? I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm ordinary people, and then look, all the people, new blue diamond, they are happy, look happy, but they are ordinary people like me. Why not me? I challenge again 2003. I commit. I want to be blue diamond in January 2006. Okay. I achieved January 2006. I became a blue diamond. And then April 2008, I became a $1 million circle member. And then I'm trying to listen carefully from other people. I'm listening carefully what they want, what they need, what they want to be. I'm helping people, and then support people on my team, and then after that, several blue diamond next year, And then I have several account of a $1 million circle member. Yeah, 2 years ago, I achieved the $5 million circle member. Love the people, helping people, listen carefully, what they really want to be. Why they want to be a blue diamond. Why they want to be a rich people. Listen carefully. Don't talk too much. Don't talk too much. Listen carefully. That's why I am here. I'm so honored to be here. And then I love all the leaders, awesome leaders, and then Sandy, or president of Nu Skin, not United States. Okay. And then I've been to South Korea for 2 years supporting my team. And then last year, I got a phone call from Utah. I lived in Seoul, Korea. My account manager called me. Why don't you go to the Malawi? I have 3 problems. Consider one thing is not enough time. I need to support my team in Seoul. My wife lives in Dallas, Texas. I live in Seoul for 2 years. And then money. I make enough money, to support my own family, but not enough money for helping other people. That's why I am working still now. I'm not retired. And then I have several obstacles to the Malawi, and then Timor trip. Company pays all expense, but Malawi, my expense, my money. Airline ticketing and anything. I spend my money go to Malawi. Why? I need a shot. Immunization. Some people, be careful. I don't want to go there. You might be dead. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I shot 3 or 4 shots. I saw children smile, and then whole village welcoming us. Our team member welcoming us, and then we visit a vitamin factory, and then Safi, and then I met some young man, 23-year-old. He grew up in the orphanage. And then he well educated, and then he named Michael. Michael teaching their people. We support them independent. We support them independent. Educate, and then independent. Wow. I changed my life, and then I changed my heart, replaced my heart. New one. I got new heart. Never ever quit. Thank you.
Thank you for your powerful message. So I learned that we don't quit. We have a specific goal, right? We're committed. And never forget to recruit your Uber driver, okay? They might be your next $1 million member in your team. Thank you. And Tracy, tell us about yourself. And without further saying, I've heard her story, and I just want her to share your story. Very powerful. Just tell us about your...
Hi, everyone. My name is Tracy Wyatt. I'm from Friendswood, Texas. And I first want to thank Sandy for providing a foundation for all of us, men too, but for women that are mothers, to be inspired and empowered and to know that we can do this means a lot to me. And I know for my team out there, we all thank you very much for setting this up for us. So I am a mother of 3. My oldest son is 21. His name is Tristan. My middle son is 16. His name is Noble, and he has Down syndrome and is autistic and nonverbal, very low functioning. And I have a 11-year-old daughter, Savannah Grace. And about 2 years ago, my husband and I decided that we were going to separate. And April of last year, looks like divorce was where we were headed. And so I was in the restaurant business. Then I did a little bit of recruiting and sales, but hated being away from my children. And having a special needs child, I have to be there. And so I decided to stay home. And at the time, my husband owned a couple of restaurants and a nightclub and was never around, part of why we were getting divorced. So I was looking for something, and New Skin found me. And I found this amazing company by a referral post of the tanner. Anybody use this amazing tanner? And started using the tanner, and then I found that there was this toothpaste that, I don't know, makes your teeth really white. I think most of us have white teeth in here. But it was the only toothpaste that kept the stains off my daughter's teeth. She gets these really bad stains that her saliva causes. Every night, fighting with her before she goes to bed. Anybody before toothpaste fought with your children to brush their teeth? I always did. And so that's just not what I wanted to do before I put my kids to bed. And so I found this toothpaste, and it started working. And so I'm using the tanner. I'm using the toothpaste. And the person that told me to sign up, she was like, it's free to join, and it doesn't cost anything monthly. So I was like, all right, I think I could do this. I looked up New Skin, and it was a solid company. Called my girlfriend, Stacy, and I'm rollerblading. I'm like, hey, we're going to do this business. I don't know how, when, where, or what, but we're going to do this because it looks like we could really make some money. And she laughed at me. She was like, okay, toothpaste, tanner. 3 weeks later, she still hadn't signed up. I'm like, sign up. What's taking you so long? It's free. Do it right now. So she finally signs up, and we're slinging toothpaste, right? Making money. Don't really know what we're doing. Don't really know about this team building thing yet. And my mentor, Buzz and Maureen Croner, yes, everybody know Buzz, heard his story yesterday, calls me and takes me under his wing and starts to train me. And I'm like, why does this guy care about me so much? And says, do you want to make money? And I said, yeah, I want to make a lot of money. So he goes, well, you need to get to convention. So I'm like, convention? What's convention? He's like, just get your ticket. Let's just go. You're going to have so much fun. So Stacy and I are like, okay, 3 days, no kids, San Diego. I think that sounds fun. So we packed our bags, and I think between the two of us, we had about 20 pairs of shoes for 2 days. Something insane like that. So my aha moment for me was walking into this convention, and it was decked out, just beautiful, just like red carpet, And then I hear Ashley Robichaud's story. And I'm sitting there, I look at Stacy, and I'm like, I want to be a Blue Diamond. And she's like, me too. And we're like, but how? What are we supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. But the story I really came here to share with you today is 40 days ago today, on February 24th, my husband committed suicide. And I'm here today because, number one, New Skin. New Skin, no matter what language you speak, no matter the color of your skin, no matter if you're a boy or a girl, it's all about heart. the heart of Nu Skin. I don't know if anybody else feels it, but when you hug people here, this energy, this ball of energy that flows to heart, that is real. And that is what, when you leave here today, this gift that you've been given from the person that invited you here, or you just thought, let me go check out what Nu Skin is. Am I really going to do this? Do not hang on to it. Share this gift, because you don't know whose life you're going to change, what story is on the other end of that person. But this really, and this isn't about me and what I just went through. My team. In February, I was a Ruby. And in March, with the most devastating time in my life, was the sweetest time in my life. Because my team, we stood up and we rised up as women together and as men, and everybody surrounded me in prayer, because there were days that I could not get up. But I did, because my kids, my 11-year-old little girl, 2 days after she said goodbye to her daddy, I stood up and I got her out of bed and I grabbed her hands and I said, baby girl, we have to go to school today. And you're not just going to try. You're going to do it. Just like you're going to stand up here today. You're going to get on your 2 feet and you're going to do this. Because if my 11-year-old little girl can get up and go to school, you can get up and do this. We have been given the tools. We all have our why. Thank you. And everybody here has told you a little bit of how to do Nu Skin. You've got the greatest products that work. You probably have an amazing mentor that really cares about you. You probably have a team that is backing you up. And there is no greater feeling of watching your team member rise to the occasion. And Stacy Aguilera got me to Emerald in my worst time of my life. So, Stacy, I need you just to come and just stand with me for a minute. I think the most important thing about Nu Skin is what Sandy has said, that we're motivated by love. And this is what love is. Every person in here, whatever pain you're going through, whatever devastating thing, and if anybody here is depressed or lonely or feeling sad, you came here today, and I hope that you take every ounce of this love and share it, because everybody deserves to have this gift. All of us do. So do not leave here without telling somebody about Nu Skin.
Thank you. Thank you, Tracy, for sharing the powerful story. Let's give them another round of applause. Thank you. Aren't they amazing? Really, the sales leader really represent who we are, right? Our value of Nu Skin. We empower people to improve life. To conclude this session, I'll welcome our President Tyler Whitehead and our General Manager Matt Hall back to the stage.
Morning, Tyler. It's been an amazing morning. Amazing weekend.
Thank you. Thank Matt Hall and the amazing team and staff for this amazing event.
Thank you to my team, really. Thank you to the North America and the Americas team. Thank you.
Yeah. We are inspired. We are amazed. We are honored and privileged to work with each of you as we've learned together and as we've dreamed a little bit more. I can't tell you how fired up we are about what we have in front of us in the Americas, in the U.S., the opportunity that you have to take some of this energy, take some of this love, take some of this heart that you've heard. We've heard from our amazing founder, Sandy Tillotson. Thank you very much. So appreciate her and the example that she sets. And she has done a remarkable job of distilling down into one short phrase, 3 words, essentially, that sums up everything that is Nu Skin. And you just heard from a panel of our leaders, and you've heard from leaders this weekend, that all are able to distill that message in their own way as to what really matters, and that's motivated by love. We've heard from our amazing product team, our marketing teams, about the products that we have, the pipeline that's in store. We've heard from our technology teams about the tools and the technology transformation that's happening not only at Nu Skin, but around us. And we've talked a little bit about the convergence right now, that now is the time, more than ever, more than at any time in the history of this company, where Nu Skin is more relevant, more needed, and more important to others. And so I want to close by just sharing one quote, and this is from, it's close to my heart because it comes from an old, probably what most of us would consider boring lawyer from almost 200 years ago. This was a gentleman who fought for equality. He fought for freedom. He was actually one of the first active civil rights advocates who felt like everybody needed an equal opportunity. And the opportunity that we have at Nu Skin to share and improve lives and fulfill our mission of empowering others to improve lives is considerably a part of what this gentleman came up with almost 200 years ago. And what he said was, if your actions, and think about this, in terms of going away today, you've heard about one of the pillars of leadership. Matt eloquently shared that leadership takes 4 of those principles. And probably the most important one is taking action. You may not feel like you know everything yet. You may not feel like you have all of the talents or the tools that it will take to become the person that you know you can, to achieve that next pin title or that next goal that you have. But the first most important thing that he said was, if your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more, you are a leader. I love this statement because it actually connects everything that we've talked about this weekend at this leadership conference together. Taking action, and first, dreaming. Inspire others to dream. If you only get that far, you are a leader. You will be a successful leader. If you can take this to one other person and share, we know that you are becoming a leader. And we know that you are becoming more. And that's the journey that we're on. There is no destination. As with Nu Skin, we have amazing progression and pin titles and goals that help you achieve. I hope that you've listened to our team elites and our leaders. You don't hear any of them say that they're done, that they've achieved. They're about continuing to grow personally and, most importantly, they're helping others grow. So I hope you take that away. This has been an amazing time for us. It re-energizes us and our dedication to you, to providing you with those amazing platforms, the incredible products, the programs, this convention, and upcoming events, new success trips, new times for us to gather person to person where we can. As Tracy said, we can hug each other and we can convey that energy to each other. This is a very important part of our business. And we appreciate each of you. I appreciate all the energy that you bring here to Provo, Utah. More importantly, I hope you take that home. I hope you take that back to your teams, to others, and continue to grow Nu Skin. And we know that our mission is so important and will continue to improve lives. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Matt, for a great program.
Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Sandy. And thank all of you for making this event such a powerful experience. I know I've changed, and I know we're all going to leave changed. Our next event is in October, and I would welcome you, we would all welcome you to join us at the next Nu Skin Live event in October. And until then, know that the opportunity platform that Nu Skin provides, know that you are empowered to change your life and to change the lives of others. Thanks, everybody. We love you.
We'll see you in October. Thank you.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your invited, so gonna get to clapping.